We're here in Capitan, New Mexico, Thursday morning, April the 10th, 2025, at 10:33 a.m. I'm at Smoky's Market waiting for the deli to open, but we're going to take a little drive as soon as this turtle vehicle gets by. There we go. We're going to go now. But be that as it may, Capitan, I've had a place here. We're going to go look at it right now. Right now. This is the main drag right here. There is on the left, Oso Grill. Good food, good food, good food. All local owned. They don't have any franchise things here, no red lights. Great place to be, guys. They got a laundromat right over there. They got a Mama Bear RV park right here. Best little RV park in the whole area. And a good place to eat here, Mexican food, is Smoky Bear Restaurant. Yep. And a motel. Guess what it's called? Smoky Bear. Why is everything called Smoky Bear? Because Smoky Bear was buried here many years ago. Yeah, he was burned up in a fire and they saved him, and anyway, I guess he died a natural death. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go by my old place on 2nd Street here, West 2nd Street, as opposed to East 2nd Street. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I had this lot right here. I was going to buy it. I think somebody did buy it, but they haven't done anything with it. Well, they cleaned it up maybe a little bit. And then over here, coming into view shortly here, is my old home base. And the lady that bought it ain't there. She's probably still out in Quartzsite. And yeah, it's a great little place there. I had that fixed up really nice. Of course, she's added some fencing and stuff. And yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, she's got her little storage building there, a little four-wheeler thing, and life ain't bad, huh? Yeah, here's right across the street, there's storage buildings called West Assured. Anyway, this is 2nd Street. I used to walk here all the time, every morning. Good place to walk, quiet, so forth. Yeah, the trees are budding out again. This is April the 10th, and spring is springing here in Capitan, New Mexico, for sure. Temperature outside shows to be 72 degrees, and I will tell you this, there are cedar trees in the area, and if you're allergic to cedar pollen, which I kind of am, it'll make me sneeze, and it does. And this is the schools, and we'll kind of loop around here. I can't think of anything else really important to show you. But yeah, it's a neat little town. I could walk everywhere I wanted to go. I could walk to the grocery store, the post office, Smoky's Market. Yeah, and that's what I liked. I don't know why I sold it. Do I wish I had it back? No, the place I got in Carrizozo has a much better view, and it's much quieter. I mean, even though that place was quiet where I was, out there in the middle of the desert, it is amazingly quiet. But yeah, we'll cut down this street here and see if there's anything for sale. I doubt it. I don't think there's a whole lot for sale here, man. Something comes on the market in Capitan, it goes quick. Capitan, New Mexico elevation, about 6,600 feet, 25 or 28 miles from Ruidoso south. Ruidoso's 7,000 feet, plus or minus. I walked this street many times, many times. On Sunday mornings, you could walk around, and of course, the churches would be calling their flock by ringing the church bells. I always found that to be really peaceful. Well, you know, bells work for anything. It not only for humans, but it works good for animals, and we're animals. But you know, if you have cattle or dogs or chickens or whatever, and you ring a bell and feed them, and you do that several times, you're going to find that every time that you ring that bell, here they come. Well, it didn't take churches long to figure that out. Wait a minute, we can do that. Does it work? Hell yeah, it does. Anyway, we're just cruising. I'm just cruising and talking, guys. Just cruising and talking. Because we've got 20 minutes until they officially open the deli. Today they're having chicken pot pie, but it's homemade stuff. They got big old chunks of chicken and mixed veggies and I don't know what else. It's good. It is good. I'll get a big serving of that. It's not cheap. And then they have a squash casserole that I'll get some of, and I'll put it in the fridge, and I'll have enough food for lunch for 7 days or more. Let's go around here. They've completely redone the rodeo area over here. Not the arena, but the parking lot and stuff. This is this is 5th Street, but it's also the highway that goes to Ruidoso. I think it's 48. Yeah, this is Lincoln County Fairgrounds on the right, and you can see they've got it all. See, this used to be all just dirt and gravel, and now it's all asphalt and marked and real formal, And this used to be all open, where you could go to the barns and stuff, and now they closed. They got a big chain link fence. We're gradually just building prisons, and we're imprisoning ourselves. Schools now look like prisons. Some of them even have that concertina wire around the school outside, and closed campus. They can't go anywhere to eat, so they got to eat the junk food that they sell in the lunchroom. At least we had the ability when I was a kid to go to the little Creamy is what it was called. It was like a Dairy Queen. They sold hamburgers and stuff. And we could leave the campus, drive our cars, bicycles, scooters, or whatever, and go eat anywhere we wanted to. When I was in elementary school, we used to run just as fast as we could to Leakey's, little drugstore and kind of a restaurant, and get a hot dog. You could get a hot dog and a drink. I think like 15 or 20 cents, but I never paid anything. I just signed a little ticket, and let's go this way. We'll go out here this way. We're going to go out. It says road work ahead. Naturally, I picked that. The Washington Federal Bank closed here, and so the nearest bank is where? Ruidoso, I guess. They don't have one in Capitan either. I've had my same old bank in Texas for 25 years, I guess. And they know me. I can do stuff on the phone, and it makes it pretty nice. This road here goes to a little town out here called Pine Lodge. And then there's another little place. It's just a hole in the ground. Encinoso, and I've been to both of them. Not much, but it is a pretty drive because there's no traffic at all. There's no traffic right now, and we're in town, And there's a place up here on the left you can get eggs, fresh eggs, because I went there and got some one time. I'm sure they still do it. Isn't this interesting? Y'all interested in this? Because I'm just burning daylight. Waiting for the deli to open. But we'll go out here a little ways and then I'll end the video, turn around and go back and just wait in front of the store rather than burn up a lot of gas doing nothing. But this road here, I think it's 216. I could be wrong. The numbers, anyway, you saw where I turned. It's a pretty drive. I think you can go all the way around to Roswell on this road, and but we'll go a little bit more. We'll go up there where that green barn is on the right and turn around. But they have a land for sale out here on both sides of the road, a little further out. And they have ranches for sale too, if you're interested. They're not going to be cheap, I can tell you that. This land up here where it's got a nice view and so forth, pretty damn expensive. We'll turn around here if I can. I might have screwed up. We want to turn around right here. We don't want to go through the destruction. I don't know if I'm gonna have to, I guess I'm gonna have to pull in and back around. So let's do that. Put it in reverse. Back out, ain't no traffic, that's good. All right, put it in forward, as in drive. Anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, on a beautiful Thursday morning, 72 degrees. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything. If you're gonna buy something from Amazon, use the link, why not? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Exercise, keep your health, and drive around for the hell of it. Anyway, enjoy. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.